Hello ladies and gents, I'm Jack from the Prehab4Cancer exercise team, and today we're going to take you through a 15-minute strength and balance exercise session. So for the session today you'll need a chair and yourself, and that's about it. Make sure you clear some room around your chair, you've got a bit of space to do a bit of moving about, and let's not waste any time, let's get started. So to begin with, let's shuffle our bum to the last third of the seat into the working position. Quick posture check, shoulders over the hips, tummy muscles fairly tight, feet at hip width apart. And we're going to start off with a little bit of mobility. So we'll give it a bit of disco toes, toes to heel, really trying to work from the ankle best you can, pointing the toes down to the floor and then up to the sky. We're going to do a few repetitions each side. Please don't count because I'm not, roughly the same amount to each side. So toe to heel, try to get as much movement in the ankle as you can. But let's swap sides, same again on the other side. And again, toe to heel. Aiming for the same spot on the floor here. Couple more repetitions. Last one. Perfect. We'll take it into knee extensions this time. So we're just raising the leg at the knee. Just work within your range here. You might find you're a little bit tight in the back of the leg. That's okay. Don't have to get your leg up over your head. Just work within your range, whatever's comfortable. So good exercise just for aiding mobility around the knee joint. Nice slow controlled movement. Maintain that posture, stay sat upright. Let's go one more each side. Perfect. Again, quick posture check, shoulders over the hips, and we'll take it into a hand to opposite knee. So slow controlled movement, just getting a little bit of gentle rotation through the middle of your body. And again, breathing comfortably. Stay sat up tall with this. Perfect. So last couple of repetitions. Perfect. And from here, just go into a bit of a march. So arms and legs, opposite arm, opposite leg if you can. Does take a little bit of coordination. Don't worry if you can't quite get it. The important part is that we are moving. So marching arms, let's mix it up. Let's go into a bit of a side raise. So we'll raise the arms up to chest height at the side. Perfect. So as you're warming up now, you may find that your breathing just increases slightly as our heart starts to beat a little bit quicker. From here, we're going to go into a heel dig and an arm curl. So extend at the knee, tap the heel out in front, and then bring the wrist up to the shoulders at the same time. And again, stay sat up tall. Perfect, a couple more seconds, and then we're going to go into the sit to stand. Okay, so last one, bring the arms and legs to a stop. Again, make sure your bum's in the last third of the chair for this one. Sit nice and tall, bring the heels back past your knees slightly, a little lean forward at the hips, power up to stand, drive up through the heels, come up into a standing position. Make sure the chair hasn't shifted, lower your bum down slowly, and then stand back up. All the while, head up, eyes forwards, breathing comfortably. We're going to go for 10 repetitions, that's 3, 4, 5, each time making sure that that chair hasn't shifted away from behind you. Let's go for 3 more from here, keeping that back straight as you go. If you do want to challenge yourself a little bit more with this exercise, you can just touch your bum to the seat and then come back up. Last one. Perfect, pop your bum back in the seat for me, and we're going to take it back into that march. Might feel like your breathing's a little bit heavier after that one. That sit to stand does create a high demand for oxygen, so you might feel like you're breathing a little bit heavier. So back into this march. Again, if you need to here, if you find you are becoming quite breathless, just reduce the intensity. You can even just go with the legs, but do keep moving. So we're marching out. We're going to do for one more set of sit to stands, 10 repetitions. So we'll bring the arms and legs to a bit of a stop. And again, shuffle your bum to the last third of the seat. Nice tall posture, slightly lean forwards, power up to stand. And again, popping your bum back in the seat. And we'll go for 10 again, if you can manage it. 2, 3, 4. Again, opt in for that little bum touch if you want. 7, 8, 9. On this last one, let's stay standing. So stand up and stay stood up. Okay, now that we're in standing, we want to transition or move around to the back of the chair. Remember, we are challenging our balance today, and that is the body's ability to stay upright. So there is the possibility you will fall. The chair is going to offer you a little bit of support throughout the session. Make sure it's always to hand, okay? So next exercise, stand facing the chair. We're going to do a little bit of a squat or reach. So a few variations here. I'll start off with the easiest. You can sit the hips back into it, head up, eyes forwards, keep the back straight. If you want to progress that on, you can come up into a bit of a calf raise. So sit the hips back, up on the toes, or even further, you can come up onto the toes and give it a bit of a reach up high. Try and reach up to the sky as high as you feel comfortable with. We're going to go 4 more repetitions. 1, 2, 3, last one, and 4. Perfect. Feet back to centre, a little bit of a pause, and we'll take it back into that standing march. Again, we're just here for a few seconds. Okay, so we'll finish this marching off, and then we'll take it into the next exercise. Perfect. So you want to stand side on from the chair for the next one. The leg that we're moving is the leg furthest away from the chair, okay? Make sure you've got the chair there for support. Couple of variations again, a little bit of a step back. So tap back with the foot. Or you can bring that knee all the way down to the floor if you feel comfortable. Head up, eyes forwards. If you do really want a challenge, you can bring it straight up into that knee drive. Okay, so it does require a little bit of additional balance here, so make sure you've got that chair for support. 2 more repetitions. Last one. Perfect. Okay, a little bit of a pedal out of the feet. Opposite leg we're going to move. So leg closest to the chair, we're going to lift. Again, couple of variations. Single leg stand. Couple of variations. Lift in place. Lift and hold for as long as you feel comfortable. Or lift and hold upwards of 10 seconds. Again, make sure that chair's within reach if you do need it. You might feel like your foot's going 10 to the dozen here on this one, as you do try to balance. Couple more seconds, and then we'll take that leg back down. Perfect. A little bit of a pause. We're going to go straight back into that reverse lunge. Same leg as you were working before. 6 repetitions. 3, 4, 2 more. 5, last one, and 6. Perfect. Standing back up tall, and again we're back into that single leg stand, same leg. Head up, eyes forwards, nice tall posture. Again, if you want to increase the difficulty here, make sure the chair's within reach. You can just introduce a very slow head turn. That's going to make the fluids in your vestibular canals swish around and give the brain a bit of added stimulus. Perfect, last one, and then feet back down. Perfect. We're going to switch sides and we'll do the same again on the opposite leg. Okay, so we switch sides. In order to do that, you might want to spin round or change the side that your support is on. Opposite leg, so leg furthest away from the chair. Again, we're going into that little bit of a step back, or the reverse lunge, or the reverse lunge and knee drive. Any variation you wish, 6 repetitions. 2 more, head up, eyes forwards. Last one. Perfect. A little bit of a pause. Get your feet set. Remember, leg closest to the chair lifts. Lift and place. Lift and hold for a few seconds, as long as you feel comfortable. Or lift and hold upwards of 10, roughly 10 seconds. Again, make sure that chair's within reach if you do need it. And again, you might feel like your foot's got the wobblies. Couple more seconds, and feet back down. Perfect. A little bit of a pause, and we'll go back into that reverse lunge. 1, 2. You can add the knee drive in if you wish. Choice is yours. 4, last 2. 5, last one, and 6. Perfect. Again, a little bit of a pause, get yourself set. We're going to lift that leg, and if you wish, we can introduce that head turn. But again, make sure that that chair is within reach. Couple more seconds, and feet back down. Okay, moving on to the next exercise. Again, side onto your chair here. If you just pay attention to what my feet are doing, hold on to the chair while you get your feet set. One foot slightly in front of the other, a little bit of a gap in between the toe and the heel on that front foot. Nice tall posture. If you feel comfortable to do so, just reduce your support here. So it's a tandem stance, nice tall posture. Again, you might feel a little bit wobbly. We're just challenging our centre of gravity here. Giving our brain something to think about. Couple more seconds. Just do as long as you feel comfortable there. If you need to take your feet back to centre beforehand, do so. And then we're going to go feet back to centre, feet hip width apart. Okay, pick a leg furthest away from the chair. We're going to go into a side leg raise. So I'll show you what I'm doing, side on there, take it into a bit of a side leg raise. And we're going for 10 repetitions here. 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, last 1, and 10. Lovely. Turn around, spin around on the chair. We're going to change the leg that we led with. So same again, a little bit of a gap in between the heel and the toe. Nice tall posture. And release that support if you feel comfortable. Holding that position. And again, upwards of roughly 10 seconds. And then we're going to work the opposite leg with that side leg raise. 3, 2, 1, perfect. Feet back to centre, a little bit of a pause, and then we're back into that side leg raise. And again, we're going for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Might feel the muscles on the outer part of your hip working here. 7, 8, 9, last 1, and 10. Perfect. Feet back to centre, standing tall. Let's increase the difficulty of that exercise. We're going to take it into a bit of a dynamic task, so a bit of a walking task. Move towards the back of your chair, you're working alongside the back. So again, one foot in front of the other, that old-fashioned drink driving test. Or like you're walking along a tightrope. Once you get to the end of the chair, if you do need it there, make sure you put your feet down and then just walk back. Change the leg that you led with. So again, one foot slightly in front of the other. Really do take your time here, walk back. I'm going to repeat that 3 more lengths. Or 3 more walkthroughs. Let's go 2 more. Again, slow and controlled, heel to toe action here. Concentrate on your foot placement. And last one. Again, just working behind the back of your chair. Perfect. Let's come back to centre. Pick a leg again, leg furthest away from the chair. We're taking it into a glute kick back. So standing tall, driving that heel back out behind you. And again, let's go for 10. 4, 5, holding on if you wish here. 7, 8, might feel a bit of tension in your bum muscles, your glutes. Last 2, 9, last 1, and 10. Perfect. Spin round, change the side of your support, and we'll do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, nice and tall, breathing comfortably. 7, 8, 9, last 1, and 10. Okay, finished up with that exercise. 1 more balance exercise and we'll move on to a little bit of a cool down. Okay, again, side on from your chair, pop your high heels on, so we're going to come up onto the toes and we're going to toe walk through. So very small steps here, as if you had a big pair of high heels on and you're just slowly walking through. Heels down when you get to the end of your chair and walk back again. Restart, pop your high heels back on and off we go. Again, small steps here. Might feel the muscles, the calf muscles working as you do this exercise. Slow and controlled. Let's go 2 more run throughs. Again, take your time, slow and controlled. Nice tall posture as you go. Last one. Perfect, let's bring it back to centre. So shuffle back and we'll take it into a little bit of a cool down. Okay, again, you might want to move around to the back of your chair just for a little bit of added support. Feet at hip width apart and just nice and steady taking it into a little bit of a side step. So side to side, nice and slow. So we're going to work in for a few seconds here. 1 more to each side. And then we'll take the feet into a little bit of a step back. So like we did with the reverse lunge, just tapping those toes out behind us. Again, just slow and controlled. And you might want to stand facing your chair just for that little bit of added support. Again, a couple more seconds, then we're going to finish off in a seated position for two stretches. Okay, 1 more each side. Perfect, hold it there and we'll come into a seated position. Okay, so take your time as we do. Now that we're back into a seated position, again, bumming the last third of the chair into the working position. Quick posture check, shoulders over the hips, tummy muscles tight. I'm going to take one leg and place it on your lap like so. So sitting comfortably, nice tall posture. I'm going to apply a little bit of gentle pressure to this leg here that's bent. Feeling a stretch on the outer part of your bum muscles here, your glutes. Again, if you want to emphasize this stretch just a little more, you can just lean forward at the hips, keeping the back straight as you go. That should really emphasize the stretch in those bum muscles. A couple more seconds and we'll swap sides. So again, nice and slow as you do. Take your time, same again on the other side. Just starting off by applying a little bit of gentle pressure to this bent leg. And then as you feel the stretch start to ease off, just gently bend forward at the hips. Holding for a few more seconds, breathing comfortably. And relax there, feet back down. Last stretch of the day. Sitting tall, place one foot forwards, support your weight on your bent leg, ankle nice and relaxed, and then just bend forwards, lean into it, keeping the back straight. You might feel a bit of a stretch down the back of this straight leg here. Again, breathing comfortably, hold for a few seconds, and then slide that foot back and swap sides. Same again on the other side. And again, just bending forwards at the hips. Slowly sliding that leg back. And that concludes today's exercise session. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.